Kristen, thank you for that live report. Now to the latest out of Easthampton. Frustrated community members are calling for one school committee member to resign. Western Mass News reporter Maria Wilson live for us tonight in Easthampton with that story. Maria.
Chris, here on Union Street, a small group of volunteers with a petition are asking for the community's help to oust the Easthampton School Committee Chair, Cynthia Kerwinski. Their outrage stems from the committee's controversial and so far failed attempt to choose a superintendent. It has drawn national attention as well after the first job offer was rescinded over the candidate's use of the term ladies when addressing Kerwinski and the committee's executive assistant. Community members and petition organizer Kathy Wazinski tells Western Mass News the group submitted a petition with more than 400 signatures to the city clerk last week. They'll now need more than 2,500 signatures for the recall process to move forward.
I actually would ask Cynthia to resign so we don't have to finish this process and we don't have to continue to put the city through this stressful time. I think we need more people on the committee to have a balanced view of what the city wants.
Wazinski says she is excited by the outpouring of support that she has received from the community. The school committee is already in the process of filling 2 other vacancies. The group has until June 8th to collect all 2,500 signatures. I also want to mention that we did reach out to Kerwinski for comment, and we have not heard back at this time. Reporting live in Easthampton, Maria Wilson, Western Mass News.